Good evening, Gemini. I'm doing this stone circle reading. I've created this space using stones I do collect on a beach where I go in the summer. And the idea was to explore the energies within that particular space for you. The energies of the full moon that we just had yesterday with the eclipse. So the full moon in Taurus. Let's just dive in. I wonder, I'm hoping you had a great time yesterday. Even if it was an eclipse, right? I don't know how you perceive eclipses to be, but in the case you thought or would think it's maybe a more difficult energy, it's a possibility, but 3 cards fell. That's a lot. I was aiming for only 1. Pardon, necessity, and adversary. The cards are in French. Pardon, nécessité, et adversaire. So, nécessité is necessity, and adversaire is adversary. I mean, it's almost like a sentence here. It's like you necessarily need to pardon an adversary. It's almost like the cards wanted to make it really, really, really clear for you, Gemini. But let's draw the tarot and see if that's really what the cards want to tell you ultimately. Please show us what Gemini is dealing with under the influence of this eclipse in the Taurus-Scorpio axis. So you have the 8 of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Cups upright, and the Fool in reverse. So I'm actually gonna line them up like this because most the other signs had only 1 card, maybe 2 on one of them, but three is different. So I'm pausing because I'm wondering if the intuitively the Knight of Cups would be the pardon energy, right? Wanting to offer your forgiveness or asking for forgiveness. And I'm thinking, so let me move that here. Necessity here, we have the 8 of Wands in reverse. So I think the necessity is the opposite of what the card is showing. It would be to communicate, right? So it's showing you that you're not communicating, and it's saying you need to. If you want to forgive or be forgiven, or both. And the adversary, we see the Fool in reverse here. So maybe the adversary would be, it could be an Aries, but it doesn't have to be another fire sign if you want. But maybe again, it's a way for the cards to give you a caution about the adversary is within yourself, so to speak, about not making the moves, not leaping towards or going towards, or meaning you not making the gesture to forgive or to be forgiven. So these 2 energies here, like the way I'm reading it, is I guess a reverse psychology message. Let's see. see what else is showing up for you. Are you giving the pardon, making the moves? Four of Swords in reverse. You are gonna slowly come out of what I sense to be a break period. This card. The Page of Wands, you're going to communicate. You're actually heeding the guidance. You're actually following the advice. The necessity about, you know, communicating here. So you're following the right, you're really following what the cards are, I guess, wanting you to, I don't want to say that they're asking you to do it, right? It's your own free will, ultimately. It's just really funny that they want you to make the gesture, so they're asking you to come out of your, you know, waiting period, being on a break, or being, you know, just, if, you know, if you're being forgiven or you want forgiveness, or you're asking, giving forgiveness, it sort of implies there was like some kind of conflict or something happened, right? So you're coming out of that, maybe being either too proud to, you know, apologize, or whatever it is, like, you're speaking up, you're going to talk, you're going to actually do you're going to communicate. Okay, a bunch of cards for the finale. 4 cards. So the Ace of Wands in reverse, the 9 of Wands in reverse. This is the 4 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. Okay, let's look at this. I'm sorry, I'm taking the time to place the cards. It matters to me. It's how I work. Okay. So I said maybe the adversary was within yourself, meaning neglecting to make the move, go towards the other person, either for an apology or a reconciliation, because of the pardon card, right? Yet, there are 2 cards here. The Ace of Wands in reverse with and the 4 of Cups are showing me you are like your own adversary. The 2 fours are, you know, if the 4 of Swords was upright, it'd be even stronger. But anyway, both of these 4s are the energy of the, I'm on a break. For now, I don't want to talk. You know, being a little bit maybe either like too proud, or just, it could be like you're waiting for the right timing. It could be a multitude of reasons why you're holding back. But the Ace of Wands here in reverse is showing me you're not really initiating, and the Fool in reverse was the same energy of there's something holding you back. So it was already the case, you took that break, but you're still kind of showing like some, I guess, how do you say, when you brake slowly on your car, right? You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Backtracking almost, but not quite. It could be because the Ace of Wands could be like, yes, no. You're not too sure. You're wavering a little bit. You sort of feel, it makes you feel sort of, for me with the 9 of Wands here, it drains you to actually seesaw this, you know, like you're, 1 minute you want it, 1 minute you don't, like it's sort of chewing at you where, and it's the adversary. Literally, it's like you're battling yourself and it's draining you. Not completely, don't get me wrong, because the Four of Swords is in reverse, the Nine of Wands is in reverse, so you're not fully drained. You're somewhat still very hopeful, but you display an energy of wanting. It's like, let me explain. It's like the real energy of the reading, the pardon, it has to come from you. It's what the cards are saying. We're saying, especially at the beginning, it was clear as day, right? And I still feel it's the case. The Three of Wands here is and with the other cards along with it, it's like, but you still would prefer that it would come to you. But you know that it's up to you to make the first move, kind of thing. But you're an energy of you sort of the holding back, like waiting for it, still kind of pondering it here with the Four of Cups, like overthinking it to a degree, without it being swords, right? It's just like you're sort of, you know, the hand gesture here. He's like, he doesn't want the bowl of water. He's like, nope, not yet, not now. I don't want this just yet, or I don't want that in particular. It's a I don't know if it's pride, because we do have fire energy, right? The Ace of Wands and all of this fire, the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Fool, the Three of Wands. It's a little bit of a fire for me could be pride, right? Ultimately, I feel that necessity is pushing you to communicate. So you're just ambivalent, or you're just a little annoyed, I would say, with having to do the first move. It's still kind of like it's bugging you, literally. But you are doing it. You're following the impulse. Like here is very clear that it's you are doing all the steps. You're going to communicate. You're moving forward. You're coming out of your shell. Like you're actually moving out of that break period. You're doing that. But internally here, this is what's happening within, where you're like, but I'd rather if they came forward and apologized, right? Or did all the talking and all the explaining and all the all of this that we're seeing on the Page of Wands. So Gemini, you're the communicator of the zodiac. You should. It's on you. Let's get a Druid wisdom card. So guidance here. What does Gemini need to know? And it reads, King's Landing. It says, here at Kilmartin lies a stone on a hill. The footprint of crowned kings remain. Their power lies there still. So we see like a stone that seems to have like a footprint, which is quite interesting, because I think it's just the shape of, maybe it was done naturally, maybe it was carved, but so it's implying that there's power where many kings have left an imprint. So what I want to tell you is that step forward you're taking, the fact that the Fool would be taking the step forward, the fact that this Knight of Cups is coming forward to apologize, forgive, be forgiven. So there's a step you're taking. There's power there. There's power in taking that first step. Although here it's about imprinting like this rock, right? And having the power being captured and sort of stored in the where the kings have stepped. I still feel that in this case, it's showing you you're in your power to actually take the initiative. Although you're sort of I want to say that you're feeling you're battling yourself about it. You're like the adversary card is saying you need to quit that internal battle, so to speak. Or maybe just put the pride on the side. You know, it is kings, right? Kings are very proud just because it doesn't mean it's not negative. It's just like because of their status, right? Their position, their anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope something resonated there, especially about making that move and seeing it in a different light, seeing it as empowering you instead of maybe disempowering you as you might be thinking it would for some reason. So I hope you will give me a like, maybe share and subscribe. Definitely, I would love to see you again. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.